the stream now. This is Great saying, welcome to another game of Red Alert 3. Spawn on the south side as the Yellow Soviets. We have Dimon spawning as, assuming it's left versus right. Spawning as magenta allies, we have HappyWins as opponent. As the blue allies, we have DutchArmy123. And his teammate as the Empire player, we have asdfghjk period. If you don't realize, that's the home road keys, but instead of a L, there's a period. It annoys the crap out of me when I see that name. So yeah, I think is it left versus right? Is it magenta and cyan versus yellow and red? Or is it yellow and... Oh, let's see. Are these guys going to fight each other? They're evading. So it looks like it's yellow and red versus magenta and cyan. Does get a roar off. So yeah, that's how that one is. It almost can go either way of how these maps are set up sometimes. Does get one of these guys. Nice roar there, getting two of them. The dog does get gunned off. He doesn't need to finish them off with the bears. Just needs to get them stunned so while his conscripts get the kills. Very nice. Peacekeepers here being very defensive, forfeiting the central location to red. Lots of conscripts here. Lots of peacekeepers here. Keep the garrison crewed or leave one guy there, or fully de-garrison it. Molotov's pushing the way forward. That garrison has at least 3 peacekeepers, I believe. Nope, just yeah, I hear one guy screaming, the other 2 managed to escape on out of there. Did he just... How did that bear go down there? Did he actually kill his own bear somehow? Man, I'm going crazy. Does get... Oh, it looks like one of each player was that Peace Conscript and Imperial were in the same garrison. Now that's what you call teamwork. Does get the stun off there. Looks like... And nice Molotovs there on the shielded guy. Peacekeeper supported by a magenta peacekeeper. Demonstrating how magenta does it. And yeah, those javelins are dead. We do got the MCVs pushing his way forward. We do have some bomb runs. Magenta's pushing forward with his MCV, like an eye for some turret pushing. But there's a lot of conscripts here with Molotovs. Motor gunner turret is pretty far away. I think that's going to be a barracks meant for an engineer. No, it doesn't need an engineer just a moment. Probably for a dog or two. He does take away some of his conscripts over there, and these guys are going to be cleaned on. Oh, nice shotguns there with the Peacekeeper. Bombing runs coming on in. One Peacekeeper there, getting some good splash damage there. And the bearers do get that other Peacekeeper. Garrison's being hit, does deploy on multi-gunner turret right there. Good barks. Hit a bork bork, nom nom. But these peacekeepers are getting camped out. He's not even putting an aggressive move because he just wants to start killing peacekeepers. He's just spawn killing. Multi-gunner IFE will get the kills there. We do got some a twin blade and a handful of MiGs. Dogs here. Dog's dead. Making the ATF proud of that. That's a lot of wall segments. Trying to deny that expansion in a very annoying manner. Red, what does Red have? A handful of Jet Tengus, that's about it. Does have this expansion up here. And we've got the MiGs here on Overwatch. The Apollo's one does go down. I'm so surprised the other one didn't go down first because that's the one that the Twin Blade was hitting. Looks like I got some mag mines coming out. Does get one mag mine off. Apollo getting some good hits there on the jet Tengus. Does transform. Oh, he's loading up a twin blade of flak troopers. Let's keep an eye on this twin blade, because if it goes down, that's gonna be oh. Some hits there. It goes to already hit some of these wall segments. He's blowing out forces at this refining location. Flak towers here. Twin blades pushes it forward. Is our garrison over there? Does rebuild the walls. The twin blades pushing us forward. There's he does go and get out of the garrison. He does get one of the Apollos, two of the Apollos. It's gonna get push some mag mines there, but there's a single peacekeeper and this multi-gunner turret is gonna be very problematic. And only got wall segments there. Gets like one or two mag mines onto the ore refinery. Now two turrets here hitting the Soviet players' refining location. Though, looks like Magenta is low in power. Conscript will get a kill down on the Peacekeepers. Does get a nice knockback there. Barracks is still alive, but barely. Magenta still has not got enough power. Looks like man to get the laser lock onto that ore refinery. No wall segments of body block or a line side block. And looks like now he's going to get the other ore refinery as well. Up north we do have a bunch of jet Tengus engaging the Apollos. Up north, oh, got some javelins here. The ore collector could go into gun mode. Does not. We do got a Terror Infect there. Guardian tanks and Peacekeepers, javelins pushing the way forward to the red space. Nice honorable discharge, getting almost all the infantry, excluding the veteran and elite and heroic Peacekeeper. Magenta's even pushing forward over there. Soviet player has two refineries. Magenta looks like it has two. Looks like a hammer tank will be crowd shot and does go down there. Chopper VXs, and we've got the Mega Tengus on the ground. He's good damage there, but we got a quick multi-gunner IFV. And Apollos to take out the Chopper VXs. And starting to leech down that multi-gunner turret. And does get that garrison garrison. Does deploy out a war factor here for line of sight block. Push a little bit too far forward. And we'll start leeching down. That one's a little bit too far forward as well. And we've got these Molotovs raining on in, hitting that power plant. This refinery location does get established. Magenta does have this airfield here. Does he? The MCV's way over here. It has set up a refining location in Yellow's base, old base. Oil deck still claimed. Red's infrastructure still intact. Looks like something got cryo shot at the blast. Does clear out that garrison right there. And looks like the Soviet ore collector will go down. Satellites raining on in. I think there's going to be a level 2. Yep, guessed correctly. Good damage there, and live to close that multi-gunner IFV, or turret. Or prospector will slowly be cleaned on up. Over here, that prospector, the multi-gunner IFV is still very much alive, but very wounded. Terror drone does hop inside of the bullfrog. Does get the kill there on the command post. Over here, Vinegar's coming for a bombing run. Not exactly sure what hit though. And that motor gunner IFV does go down. Holy Horror Mega Jectingu will not escape. We got that ore refinery does get sold on off. The Soviet player is low on power. The airfield is still quite healthy. One of the camp tanks do go down. Guardian tanks looks like getting hit significantly as well. But he does do a nice little micro there, put in laser lock mode and put in back line. Very nice. But we do have no up guns just yet. But we got a heroic and elite hammer tank. Bullfrog getting fully heroic, destroying an Apollo there. Reds just making an advance. Good number of Imperial Warriors and tank busters. While Chopper VXs are coming to support as well. Yellow is advancing. Does get some crushes there. Very nice. And wait, the Soviet MCV is right here? And the Soviet MCV is actually turret rushing. We got two flak towers here blocking down the airfield. We got a sentry gun here just to destroy everything. We also got a barracks and mag mines being deployed out. Is he going to, he needs to start hitting the ore refinery or deploy out an engineer for it? Blue's coming to respawn now, trying to hit the Soviet MCV. These flak turrets could be sold off. They're expensive. Going for a crush. Charging. Does reverse. There is water here. He's a bit far away. He's backing himself up to a corner. Ore refinery does go down. Hammer tanks coming to support, but two of the hammer tanks do go down. And an excellent roar coming out by the bears. I think that bear just going for a drive-by as well. Like, it didn't stop, but I think got a slash off. Bears by get fully heroic. Again, he does a slash here, but doesn't take time for the animation. Soviets being very nomadic this game, and this base is being cleaned on up. Perhaps sell off the infrastructure. I don't think you can save it. Perhaps keep the ore refinery around a little bit longer, but perhaps sell off this infrastructure. Building a ore refinery there. Still has his garrisons here. While Red's been sort of locked and contained his base, does get some cryo get in there. A lot of stuff gets frozen. Trying to deploy this command post. Can't deploy out Peacekeeper to shatter this stuff. But here comes the Vindicator bombing run. Does sell both of those structures, but does lose the Vindicator as well. Mega Bay Core being redeployed. And his refinery does go down. There's a spy there. That's a spy. That Peacekeeper is a spy. That soldier is a spy, I guess. Two magenta motor gunner turrets have been deployed here. Red is still just locked to his base. And the super reactor got captured somehow. This game's just everywhere. It's like I'm having trouble trying to track everything that's going on. It's so topsy-turvy. Like, how on earth does the Soviet player get up here when he spawned down here? And why is Magenta's there but his base is gone? Like, this game's just weird. Striker VX is coming in forward, past trying to destroy this infrastructure. This ore refinery gets redeployed. Motor Gunner turret does not get repaired enough in time. This one does not. Oh, it's going straight for the super reactor. Nope, going to hit that turret. This may put the Magenta player in low power mode because it's a super reactor. Good work on just trying to avoid damage, just taking out the ore refinery as well. Scion's pushing to Red's base. Red is still in the defensive. How's Red's income at the moment? Still has 7,000 and 14,000. Another cryo shot or blast coming on in. Oh, what's that cryo again? Sometimes I can't tell the bar out anymore. So in fact, does get some good crushes there, and the Pure Warriors get some good hits as well. But Red's base may go down. He needs to evacuate his MCV. He may not have any income remaining, but he at least can enable calling protocols to support his teammate. His teammate, of course, does have deployed him out a Tesla tower. He needs... Question. Can a teammate deploy an engineer to repair a teammate's structure? I think it's different per Command & Conquer as well. Looks like that Oracle got crushed. I think it may have been despair. That MCV needs repairs. Cryogeddon is being deployed on out now. And MCV does go down. Even the static defense does get frozen there. And this prospector does go down. This garrison's still garrisoned. Let's see, what does Red have remaining? He still has a war factory or a mecha bay, so he can deploy out units and an MCV. See some pings being deployed on out, maybe for his peacekeepers over here. Some airfield went down there. Not exactly sure from what, maybe from satellites. I hate how that fast forward just pops up open. And there's a spy there claiming a hammer tank. Not really worth it that much. It was a weak spy there. But maybe he just wanted to make sure he gets the engagement one. Looks like he's trying to leech down some of this stuff. Very nice. Apparently leech beam's able to out damage the leech beam. Or out repair the leech beam. But more leech beams. There we go. Just use more leech beams if the one leech beam's not enough. He should have... Yep, he does have a second cannon hammer tank now. Mag mines do get deployed, but only a couple of them. That prospector does go down. He does have two fully heroic striker or chopper VXs that can do quite a bit of work. There's a spy, and that's Bear does roar, stunning him, allowing him to gun him down. Very nice. Spies, they can be incredibly powerful, incredibly cheesy, but you rarely ever see them because they're incredibly expensive. and they're expensive to use. Vindicators coming for a big bottom run, but two of the Vindicators do go down thanks to those heroic chopper VX as well. Prospector does go down, getting rid of some of these refineries. Looks like Magenta has backed out of the game. Maybe a bit pretty early for Magenta. Maybe Magenta lost his MCV. If Magenta still had its MCV, it's best to stay around just to call in protocols. Scion's pushing for another assault here. Red is still in the single location. Pulling out some wall segments. Maybe the generator core could try going for some crushes. Massive bonsai charge, but he's not going to be successful. MCV's packing on up. He's going to be abandoning this base location. Yellow support units have... Oh! This Mech Tengu does get a good honorable discharge there. And trying to pull out some wall seconds there to protect that Tesla turret. And he does get enough rockets off before the walls got completed. Though he just was able to walk around anyways. Yellow's hammer takes a pushing on in. There are some terror drones also being deployed out by the surprise. A lot of Scion's infrastructure starting to go on down. No honorable discharge there. Doc's core being deployed on out. I just realized this map has no naval expansions. And great bonsai charges there. Able gun down these. Perhaps this one that's not being focused on should just pop out with shotgun. They're fully heroic, so they can deal a lot of damage and take a lot of beating. Final squadron. Is it coming over here? Get some damage in. And we've got some more Scion infantry forward, killing off the sleeper ambush. Yellow has deployed out quite a bit of an army. Could start moving on this infrastructure down south. Let's see, barracks and boot camp and airfield. Scion does not have an MCV. Yep, he lost his MCV right there, so Magenta didn't have one. Could have potentially provided some more micro to be able to target stuff himself. But with no MCV, this is the last remaining infrastructure, and these hammer tanks are steamrolling. One last stand, but the hammer tanks could just go for a formation move to go for a giant crush. Does have some cryocopters for shrinking. Does Bullfrog's now pushing on way forward. Doesn't shatter these tanks, so there's just going to be one last final stand. Sleeper ambushes also has them deployed, and we do also have some satellites. So that I'm pretty sure that's going to be a tier 3 satellites. It takes the airfield and almost all the Vindicators. Yep, and this is pretty much game. Looks like this hammer tank has managed to get unfrozen. And so the player may have been out of low power for a time. Yep, so just wait for this to be done. That's a final squadron. What was it? See, final squadron X, final squadron Omega. Was it? So I just have to wait for this game to complete. And ready to deploy out Sonic Destroyer. Okay, this will just be BMing right now. Just go in and kill him. I'm going to fast forward and charge forward, and that was annihilating. Yeah, just finished the game already. Oh. Was that the manual target toxic corrosion? Like, sacrifice one of your units for toxic corrosion? And a Kirov's coming on in. Yep, just finished the game already. What was that meme? Get on with it! Oh, wow, that toxic state lingers around quite a bit. It was fading, but wasn't actually fully gone. That's interesting to note. Why are just prolonging it? Just finish the game already. And there goes the Eureka. Was there a spy in that mix? Yeah, there's a spy right there. Let's get crushed. Wait, was that red spy? I'm just getting confused. Oh well. It was prolonged a little bit too long. But it's Agion saying, or Angry saying, thank you for watching.